I hope everyone's having a great day. So I just looked at the word carnal in the KJV Bible online software, and this is New Testament only. And you can see we are under sin. So Romans 7:14, for we know that the law is spiritual, but I am carnal, sold under sin. Of course, Jesus takes away your sin with the blood atonement when you believe with your whole heart. But again, our sin in our body is seen in us. We're not perfect. We certainly fall short of what we should be doing. And that you can see that in the leaders of the world. They live in a carnal body and commit many sins. There's a lot of corruption. So what I wanted to point out is that in this day and age of world leaders and elites, if you research the companies, if you research the heads of states, of nations, you will often find a couple common things that they have in common with others is that they are Catholics, Roman Catholic, or they're Jesuits, or they're Jewish by nature. And a lot of the leaders in these groups take up powerful positions and have for a long time. I think that's for a reason. And so we're going to look at some of those today. So this is Fossey, who heads up the CDC. Crux it's a Catholic publication. And Fauci has often talked about the relationship between faith and science. So those will know Fauci's a CDC head that we've seen a lot on the news with President Trump and his task force. But he himself is a Catholic. And that's his background. And that's why he's sort of featured here in this article. So, there you have the head of the coronavirus talk. Trying to not get too political here, but we do have election coming up. So you have Joe Biden, and 5 things Christians should know about the faith of Joe Biden. When you come down to number 1, well, just he's a Catholic. In fact, he's he attended a school at Holy Rosemary, a Catholic school in Philadelphia, and then also an all-boys Catholic school later on. So again, you see the common theme of a Catholic background. So we're going to go to Washington Post, and we're going to look at Nancy Pelosi. Most people know her, as well. Speaker of the House. February 6th, Washington Post article talks about her faith as well. And she again is a Catholic. Associates herself as a Catholic. She attended Catholic schools from elementary through Trinity Washington College in the district. So she herself is a Catholic. And there's a whole bunch of CEOs. I don't know how Wikipedia is not always the most accurate, but I would assume a lot of this is accurate. You can see the AT&T chairman is a Catholic. Jeff Bezos' religion, as we know, he heads up Amazon. So, Bill Gates and his family attend a Roman Catholic church. Warren Buffett is Presbyterian, but identifies more of agnostic. That's the other group you'll find people that are atheist or agnostic, often in leadership as well. Bernard Arnault is a Catholic, but does not attend Mass. So these are people like Mark Zuckerberg is a Jewish upbringing, but and Larry Ellison was raised under Reform Judaism, but now follows no longer follows that particular belief system. So you're going to see a lot of either non-religion, like the Koch brothers, or Jewish backgrounds, the Zionist, very evil group, and or you'll see Catholic and Jesuit. The Catholic Church, Roman Catholic Church, is the Church of Satan and is a work belief. They don't follow the blood of Jesus Christ. They want to crucify him every day. So again, all these elites in the world, you're going to find themselves associated with the Roman Catholic Church to some degree, because the Roman Catholic Church is the mother, is the queen harlot of the Satanic Church. Been here at AT&T CEO Randall Stevenson is respected for his New York Jewish group, so he's a Jew. UN chief calls on faith leaders, and this is what you're starting to see from not just the United Nations, but the Pope. You're trying to see a combination of Catholics, Jews, and Muslims for the call to have a one world religion, a one world system, and faith leaders getting together to combine these religions into one. As you can see, the UN head sort of advocates. This is Tim Abbott. He's the Australia sort of prime minister, essentially. So he runs the country. He himself is, guess what, a Catholic. CatholicLeader.com. Jerry Brown, governor of California, was asked by a local reporter. This is the Sacramento Bee in 2015, a little bit older article, but are you a Catholic? And Brown's acquaintances, including his wife, will tell you that he is. So again, just another connection of a leader of the world that is a Catholic. So we go to private faith of Bill Clinton. And Bill Clinton's a Methodist, but Hillary Clinton, has said that she praises Catholic hosts and she believes in what Pope Francis fights for with his climate changes and inequality push that he had. This is 2016. So again, closely associated in belief in what the Catholics believe is what you'll find. And a lot of these religions that aren't King James Bible only believers, and that goes for 98% of churches, have a different type of belief, a works belief, not in the blood of Jesus. So again, even if you're not a Catholic, a lot of these leaders are agnostics, or they're Jewish, or they're Muslim, and they're certainly not a Jesus. So in this carnal world we live in, certainly wouldn't be surprised. If you look around, if you ever want to know, if you don't like somebody, or you think that they seem like a leader that makes no sense, or they say crazy things, check out their background. Check out what universities they attended, what religion they follow. It'll often follow back to Catholic roots. I pray for each and every one of us as we go through this week. If you're not saved, it's real easy. I have some videos on that. God bless. One of the things you should start to do is just pay attention to the world around you. Something doesn't seem right. Pay attention to someone's background. See what people say. There's articles on pretty much every politician, every CEO of a company, every organizational head leader, like the CDC, for example, or the World Health Organization, or the United Nations. And maybe another day I'll do another video about how all the companies are sort of related, and that major companies are owned. A lot of companies are owned by the same organizations, which are the head of those organizations are run by these same kind of people. So it's also an interesting study to see the world around us, and the world that we live in is evil. It is not of Jesus Christ. It is of the world. And And we should just be aware of that. That's all. Doesn't mean you can't work for one of these companies and get caught up in it, but just to be aware of it is important. God bless.